right there.
Okay, so this is AngelHeart at the Maple Corner Community Center with Richard Czaplinski. We are looking at the basement area of the Maple Corner Community Center as a possible site for a root cellar. So what are your thoughts, Richard?
Well, it's cool down here. It's in the ground.
Yeah.
And there are no heating ducts coming into this portion, right around the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing we might need is penetration through the bulkhead for inlet and outlet for ventilation for cooling down in the fall,
mm-hmm.
and getting it ready so it's cooler sooner. The other thing is the heating ducts on this side. You could put a wall here,
mm-hmm.
or you could they look pretty well insulated, so you could insulate them some more,
mm-hmm.
and you could actually walk back in there to put stuff in if you don't have to go in a lot. You could put it in boxes or something and have a kind of track. You could put boxes back in there, so that's a possibility back there, but it's pretty inconvenient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's always good to have convenience so that the root cellar gets used at the right time and is
Right.
checked.
Yeah.
The veggies are checked regularly to see how they're doing.
Right.
So some possibility here.
Okay, so let's go into the other part
Okay.
of the cellar and you tell me what you think.
So nice here is there's some headroom. You can stand up.
Right.
That looks like a window,
Yeah.
which could be good for air in and
yeah.
out for ventilation.
Right.
These are for hot water. These
They're water
storage,
tanks.
water tanks.
Yeah.
I imagine it's for the heating system, right?
I'm
For
not sure.
storage. Anyway, here's a good space that it could be walled off with
Right.
insulation. So
Yep.
you'd have this space from here, from the tanks to that wall.
Mm-hmm. Would the fact that the electric box is down here have any effect on this? Could we harm the electric box with
I don't
humidity?
think so. I don't
No?
think so. You know, you can also solve the humidity problem by putting the veggies like carrots and beets in plastic buckets,
Right.
and then it can be drier.
Right. Exactly.
I don't know that humidity would be a problem for that,
Yeah.
but it would be good to check with, it's in the basement already, and it's pretty humid
And it's already a humid place,
It's not
right?
going to be that much different.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got ventilation, you've got a dirt floor.
Mm-hmm.
You could actually, if there's a water problem, you could do some drains or even put, concrete down. You don't need a dirt floor. That would
Right.
cut the humidity down, and you could do the humidity with plastic buckets.
Right. So essentially, to wall off this area would create a space that could be used, for
the
root cellar, and then we just need shelves or something.
This looks like, these are,
Air vents of some sort?
yeah, this one's got a stop in there, so
Okay.
we would have to check out to make sure. This looks like a cold air return, I think, maybe. And these are the hot air because they're insulated.
Uh-huh.
So we'd have to just check to make sure we're not fouling up the
Exactly.
the
yeah.
furnace system in here, and that would take someone who knows something about that rather than
Right. Yeah. Right. We don't want to foul anything up.
I'm a wood stove guy,
Storing
so,
veggies.
Yeah. And I don't know what's on that side over there.
Well, that's the other side of the wall we were just
Oh,
looking
right,
at.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, so then you could actually
Potentially open it up.
open it to this side and
Right.
be able, have a bunch of shelves, and you could pull them right out to this way. So that's
Access
another
it. Yeah,
possibility.
that's another possibility.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, super. Well, this is good. So that's it for this spot. Now we
Yep.
can go next door
All right.
and look at that potential.
all right. Good.
Okay, so here we are.
Probably that.
Yep, at the barn, looking at this space as a possible contender for a community root cellar.
Okay, not
in
this part
Calais.
because this is no earth
Right.
insulated.
It's just open.
It could. Wow, these are old.
really old, yeah.
Beans.
This was a dairy barn, as you'll see.
Ah.
Now this is where we'll need our flashlights.
Yep.
So
All right, there's the gutters.
there the
There are
gutter. Yeah.
stanchions.
Right, exactly. And in there, I mean, again,
was, again,
that
another-
space is open
It's open
to
yeah.
the outside.
Right, so this would be more prone to freezing and warming up.
Okay.
So to
So
be a
an-
deeper side, which is would be
Right.
on this side.
It's over this way. Okay, let's see if we can shine the flashlight and get some light in here so we can see something. Walk in the gutter. There is a space over here, and these walls are up against the earth.
Huh? Yeah.
So
It's insulated there.
above here is a garage that's not insulated, or it's a part of the house that
But
is
not
actually
heated.
not insulated, or not heated,
Not heated,
right? Not
okay.
heated right now.
But it's earth up to.
But it's earth up to there.
Okay, that's good. So, not sure. Let me peek out the window here and see what we've got. Okay, so this part up to here is not insulated from the. It's open to the elements.
okay.
It's dirt from down there.
Okay.
Which is not too bad. We could,
Right.
doubly insulate it.
Right.
That's concrete though, so you could berm it up outside.
Yep.
Snow it up. So, this portion would be possible. Here's a penetration. We could have the ventilation out right through there or right through there. Very easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then at this side, what's behind here?
Just a piece of plywood.
Oh, it's just plastic hanging on this wall.
Yep.
So, you could have a pretty big space. You could make a good insulated wall here that would keep it from freezing this way. You'd have the earth warming coming from this side, and at some point, I guess it's earth all the way down this wall.
Yeah. We can go outside and look
Yeah, so
when we're
you
done
could
here.
have a fairly large storage space. This is
Right.
about 12 feet maybe,
Uh-huh.
and that's about 34, almost like 35 feet.
Yeah.
So you'd have a big space. It would take a bit of doing.
Right.
Wall here, insulated.
And what about the ceiling of the root cellar? We need to insulate that better too,
Yeah,
right?
it would have to be better insulated so there wouldn't be leaks.
Yeah.
Plastic and really well done. But it's possible.
Great.
And
Super.
if we look at the other end, we would then find out how far to go there.
Okay, here we go.
That would be the final design checking. Burn there. Here's some light.
That's okay. I was down here the other day, so we were looking at this on Sunday.
Wow,
Okay.
this is quite a complex barn. And it was
Isn't it
painted
wonderful?
above.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this was a barn back here.
Yeah. Dairy barn. So, essentially, here, let me
So,
see if there's enough light to even pick you up here.
we can do this.
No, it's
How's
okay.
that?
That's fine. That's fine.
So, yeah. So this wall could be, you could make a long wall here, put in, and that looks like, is that concrete block back
It does
there?
look like concrete, yeah.
It is.
Yep.
So that must be earth up to there. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you could then berm it up that high.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. That looks like it was formed and poured. I don't know what the situation is there. We'd have to look outside to see, but usually you don't do that unless there's earth back there. And this is cabled. I hope it stays together.
Uh-huh. Right. Yeah.
Another cable.
Cables.
Pretty tight.
Yeah.
There's a little curvature in the
That one beam, right.
and there's some steel here.
Right.
Oh, steel and bolted. So yeah, you have. I don't know what the weight is up there, but you'd have to watch so it doesn't cave in. You can see the curvature there.
Right. Yeah, a
So,
few more posts might not hurt.
yeah, and you might have to jack it up some. I don't
Yep.
know, but make sure that's secure. You want to,
Right.
if you do build it, make sure it's not going to
Right.
be a problem and then have to redo it later.
Mm-hmm.
And again, here's place for ventilation if you want to
Mm-hmm.
make two different root cellars, two different entries.
Great.
Yeah, possible.
Okay, super.
The other thing, if we had temperature monitoring over, the seasons, we would know a little better what the temperatures are, the way
Right.
it is, and then we'd know what we're faced with in terms of keeping it warmer or
Well, right now it's so open. I'm sure it gets totally
it heats up. Yeah,
frozen down
that's
here.
north though, so that wouldn't heat up from those windows that much, but that would be closed off. So yeah, possible,
So-
but it's a little tricky with
Yeah,
the
that's a little funky.
little
Okay.
funky old construction here caving in.
Okay, so let's go outside and look at how the
outside.
ground is.
Okay. Maybe you could close that door lightly
So somebody else can get in if they need to. Ah, rain. Springtime in Vermont. Okay, so here we are by the side that we were just talking about.
So it's over there. That's what the poured concrete is, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is the north side here with the snow.
Right.
So that was poured. So one could put earth there
Uh-huh.
or bank it up with snow in the winter,
Right.
which it already does naturally.
Yeah.
So you do have pretty much earth cooling and warming. So yeah, that confirms that.
And then there's already earth all the way up
All the way on this side.
on the side.
So there's plenty of space, but it'll be a lot of work to get it
Right.
ready.
But see, on that side, there's nothing. So
Yeah.
that's where
You
you were
have to
saying we
insulate
need
that
to.
very well.
Exactly.
Well,
yeah, you can see the.
Looks like there's some concrete there,
Mm-hmm.
so that could be filled in, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to double check that.
Okay.
When you do the design, pull those boards, see if what there is, if there's concrete that won't rot, you could fill it in and then you have an earth berm. Might not be good for a little garden, but that could be moved.
Okay. Super.
Yeah. Well,
Thank
possibilities.
you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.